What's up guys, my name is Fattymcbutrpnts and yes, this is my face. You're welcome. This is probably like the third video that I've done of this. The first video I made was like super cringy. I couldn't even watch it. The second video was meh. It was a little bit better, but then I ended up accidentally deleting it. So now I'm making this one. This is my third try and I kind of don't give a shit about it anymore. So hopefully this will probably be like the most real fatty out of all of them. My first name is Matt, by the way, in case you guys were wondering. One of the most common questions is how did I come up with the name Fattymcbutrpnts? So I figured I'd tell that here in this video too. Fattymcbutrpnts, I actually got that name from my best friend, Cargo86. You've probably seen me playing with him before on this channel. We used to work together, and it was at a time where I was like, I'm chubby now, but like I was like super fat at one point, and my best friend called me Fattymcbutrpnts, and I thought it was a funny name, and 360 was just coming out around that time, and so I needed a gamer tag. And so I thought, well, why not Fattymcbutrpnts? And I ended up having to spell it just like I spell it now on the channel because you're only allowed a certain amount of characters in the name. So I think that name comes from King of Queens, if I'm not mistaken. He didn't tell me that, but I kind of traced the source back to that's where it kind of originates from. Next up, I live in the Midwest, and I'm not really going to tell you exactly where I live because of the next thing that I'm going to tell you. It's probably one of the most common questions I get after Fattymcbutrpnts, which is, what do you do for a living? Because I've talked before about how, you know, this is like a part-time gig and I have a full-time job, and then, you know, I come home and I do this when I can. What do I do for a living? I am a deputy sheriff. You know, I've kind of debated releasing that or not because, you know, I work with a lot of crazy people, but I also, you know, because of my job, I actually deal with a lot of crazy people, and so it's not really the safest thing to tell people you're a cop these days, so people try to keep it under wraps as much as they can. Plus, there are a lot of cop haters out there, and I kind of just wanted to save you guys from that. I didn't want people coming in on the channel and just like, you know, giving me crap just because what I do for a living and have you guys have to deal with it. This is a gaming channel. It's supposed to be about games. And so, you know, I try not to even talk about that. I try to put it out of my mind and separate work life and home life as much as I can. Why did I start YouTube? Well, I always wanted to be a YouTuber per se, but I always wanted to play video games. I love video games. And, you know, I've always said, man, I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. You know, I could do that. I could talk when someone's playing a game. And it is more difficult than you think, just to throw that out there. But, you know, I always wanted to do it. And finally, I had someone in my corner pushing me to do it, which was my wife. She said, you know what? You've talked about it for long enough. You need to just do it. And so I did. I started doing it, and you know, I'll put a picture in there right now. I started it on a laptop, a $40 a $40 blue snowball microphone, and I literally set my laptop and the Blue Yeti, or the blue snowball microphone, up on coffee tables, and I sat in a rocking chair and hooked it up to my Xbox and recorded it that way. And starting out, the videos were pretty shitty. Trust me, they were. But now I have this awesome setup that I'm working with now, and God, I'll never go back. Holy cow. 2 monitors instead of 1 monitor and stuff. Oh my God, this makes things way easier. But yeah, so I'm very grateful for where I am right now, and you know, I always remember where I started from, and you guys can start from there too, just so you know, if you guys are thinking about doing it. So don't let that kind of stuff hinder you from going after what you want. One of the questions that I was asked when I posted that I was going to be doing this video is, you know, what's in store for the future? What can you tell us about what's coming up? And I know things have been like super random, I'll say it that way, as far as like what kind of content are you making. You're doing some kind of weird stuff. You're doing ARC stuff, and then you're switching to doing like a couple of indie games here and there, and then now you were switching over to doing like a podcast video and stuff like that. What's going on? Because, you know, people subscribe to a channel for a specific reason, and then things change, and you know, it's not only is it very confusing, but you're thinking that, you know, that's not why I subscribed, you know, type of thing. So let me give you some clarification. Let me kind of tell you where it's going in the future. Now that we have this webcam, hopefully I'm going to be streaming a lot more, and I am going to be bringing back Fortnite with Fatty. and we're going to try to be doing that on Fridays. So if you are interested in that, this Friday is going to be the first one coming back to doing it, and I'm going to test it out with doing it on Friday nights. It's not a guarantee that it's going to stay on Friday nights, but I do want to bring back Fortnite with Fatty, and it may change from being Fortnite to Fatty to like different games that we'll be able to play together and stuff, but I really like that community where we can, you know, play a game together. You guys can be on stream, you know what I mean, and we just have a blast playing together. So I do want to bring that back. So that is coming back. Also in the future, like I said, I have this webcam now. I'm going to be trying out some stuff with my face on screen when I'm doing it. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing like a whole bunch of streaming or if I'm just going to be doing one stream a week and then, you know, doing some videos where you guys can see my reactions and stuff like that. So we're going to be testing that out, and hopefully it goes well. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Things may change. I may take my face off the screen if it's not necessary, and you know, something, you know, who knows? You may think, you may be grossed out by my face. How many of you are going to unsubscribe right now because you see what I look like and you can't stand it? Let me know in the comments. But also for the future, I need to be more organized. The whole podcast thing, I know people didn't really take to it very well, but that's something that I kind of I'm interested in. The bad thing is that developers don't really take me seriously yet, and so hopefully I can get in with some indie developers and start with them, move my way up towards more well-known developers. You know what? But to tell you the truth, I'm interested in the indie guys too. I want to hear about their hard work, their struggles, their successes, and stuff like that. So that is something that interests me. However, it's hard to get those developers to get on board with it right away. So there's probably not going to be too many of those right away, but when I can do them, I would like to do them. There are going to be some other games coming. It's not going to be just Ark. I love Ark, but I have so many hours in Ark between the PC, 360, and PS4 that Ark's driving me crazy, man. I gotta start some other games. Atlas, I'm not so sure about. I had a really negative experience when I played Atlas a couple times. And so we'll see about that. No guarantees with that either. I'm gonna try it out again. I was thinking about possibly joining Jade Plays Games channel, joining that server on his Patreon, and or possibly Slipgator's server as well. So it may happen. However, on the public servers, I was not having a good time. The videos are going to be edited a little bit differently. I started YouTube wanting to play more games and put some videos out there and stuff like that, but the Ark videos that I'm making right now, they're so heavily edited that they take a long time for me to edit. So if you think about, you know, if I play a game for 2 hours to try to get a good recording, and then I go in and I have to edit that 2 hours down to about 20 minutes or so, and then I have to go in and add voice effects, sound effects if I'm in a cave or if I'm underwater, then go back in and record the transition scenes, like zooming in on where I'm at on the map, or like panning across the map, showing an animal, you know, just those little transition scenes I have to go back and record. If I'm possibly, you know, speeding up time to show that, you know, it turns from day to night, all that stuff takes time. Putting in the music, varying the volume levels of the music depending on what's happening and stuff like that. All this stuff takes so much time, and I'm only able to do like maybe 1 or 2 of those a week. So I'm gonna be testing some stuff out. I'm gonna be taking that type of editing away to be able to bring more content to you guys. Hopefully it'll be more enjoyable for everybody to see more stuff, to see me react to stuff. One other thing I want to talk about real quick is how I feel like I wasn't being myself, and it was actually driving me crazy a little bit. And what I mean by that is, you know, all these YouTubers talk about burnout and stuff like that. I was getting really burned out, not only of Ark, but I felt like I was not being myself, and so I felt like I was not being genuine, and it was really driving me crazy. And what I mean by that is, you know, I've had some people on here talk about, you know, hey, thanks for not cussing, you know, my kid can watch your stuff because you're not cussing, or, you know, my parents don't like cussies, so thanks for not saying the swears, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And so in the past, I've tried to hold my tongue. More recently, I've been, you know, just letting it fly or whatever, and that's gonna be how it is from now on, because I have to be myself. I think you guys will see a difference. If you stick around and you see how I act, I think you'll like it a lot more because I'm goofy. I say some stupid shit and I do some stupid shit. Anyways, I think you guys will be able to see that it's more genuine. I'll enjoy it more, and if I enjoy it more, I think you guys will too. But anyways, I just want to throw that out there that's also going to be coming down the pipe. Like I said, I did start YouTube with the intent to play more games, and that's kind of how it's going to be going in the future. I'm going to be playing some more games, and unless there's a game that I really latch onto, it may not be a running series. I do like Ark, and there's a possibility of Ark coming back. I'm not saying Ark, you'll never see Ark again, but I'm just saying I need a little bit of a break right now. And you'll see, like, one of the games I want to play is Subnautica. That's going to be coming out. Actually, to tell you the truth, I've already started playing that. Hopefully this video comes out before those videos. Like I said, the video that I created, I accidentally deleted. So there's going to be some Subnautica. I want to try The Forest. I know those games aren't the newest games, but they're games I want to play. And that's kind of going to be how it is from now on. If there's a game that I'm interested in, I'm going to play it, because I think if I'm having fun, you guys see me having fun, you'll have fun too. But I think what it's going to be like is it's not going to be Subnautica every day. I'm going to play Subnautica. I'm going to play another game. You'll see Subnautica maybe once or twice a week, but it'll come back until, you know, maybe I play through Subnautica or something like that. There's going to be some indie games in there too. I think indie games are like super underrated. And I know there's a lot of channels out there that just focus on indie games, but some of them that I'm interested in too, I really want to try out. One question I forgot to answer is, do I have any dogs? Yes, I do. I have 2 of them. I have a Pit Bull American Bulldog mix, and then I have a Pit Bull Whippet mix. The white one, the Pit Bull American Bulldog mix, was born deaf, and the Pit Bull Whippet mix is like super smart. I couldn't ask for a smarter dog on the planet, but these dogs are freaking awesome. I love them to death. The white one, American Bulldog's name is Strider, based off of Aragorn's character in Lord of the Rings. And then the gray one's name is Kingsley, who is named after Kingsley Shacklebolt from the Harry Potter movies. Yes, we're freaking nerds in this house. Strider is a weird dog. Let's just leave it at that. And just in case you were wondering, yes, my wife does dress them up in clothes that they never want to wear. Alright, so I think that's about it. That kind of wraps things up as far as like the whole future thing. Besides me saying that I'm going to be better about answering your comments. I've been super lazy about that recently, and I'm going to be better on that, I promise. I'm sorry, I've been a shitty YouTuber with that. But let's go ahead and jump into showing you guys the setup. Alright, so here's my setup as of right now. Right here, this is a newer light ring. I just got that for Christmas. Supposedly that's the same light ring that Markiplier uses. I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't buy it because that's the one that I was told he had. I bought it because it's big. It's an 18-inch light ring LED. And man, like this thing bends and stuff like that, so I can bend it behind my monitors and stuff. It's really good. It has this like really nice base stand for it. It lights up the room very, very well. Also, another thing I got for Christmas, in addition to that light ring, is the webcam that we're using right now. It's Logitech C920. It's the basic streamer's webcam. Basically, it's super cheap. It's like 50 bucks. It's basically, it's a standard, you know, like every streamer starts out with that webcam, I think, as well as the Blue Yeti microphone that I have right here. It's a standard when it comes to YouTube video making and streaming and stuff like that. The third thing I got for Christmas is this Elgato green screen, and this I'm excited to use on stream. This thing is freaking awesome. It's over 6 feet tall and 5 feet wide. Hang on, let me reach down here. You open it up like this, pull this little doohickey up like that. Boom, raise it up right there. I'll back up so you guys can see it. But yeah, it's over 6 feet tall. It's over 5 feet wide. This thing's gonna be awesome. I'll set this up behind me as I'm sitting down streaming, and we can, you know, make it so that I look like I'm floating in midair on the game. Next up is this DX Racer chair. I got this chair, I posted it on Instagram a while ago when I got it. I posted the box. This thing is pretty heavy duty. This thing is not like the little racing bucket chairs. I didn't really like those. Those things didn't feel that comfortable. This chair is made for big boys, and I'm a big boy. This thing can hold a lot of weight, and it's super freaking comfortable too. The bucket seats, like that look like racing car chairs, they're like, I don't know, they dug into my shoulders because, like I said, I'm a big boy. and after a while, it just become very, very uncomfortable. Back to my desk. These are two Asus monitors. I'll leave the exact descriptions of the stuff down, or I'm sorry, the exact specifications down in the description down below in case you guys are interested. Two 24-inch Asus monitors right there. On the right hand side, I got the PS4 with the little Darth Maul bobblehead above it, and then I have my Xbox One S with the other Stormtrooper bobblehead above it there. Once again, I have the Blue Yeti microphone right here. It's a standard. It's the basic streamer and YouTube video content creators setup. The keyboard and mouse are nothing keyboard and mouse, I can't talk, are nothing special. They kind of came with the computer. This desk, however, I did get this desk. It is made by Titan Fitness. It is a dual motor rising desk. This thing is freaking awesome. I got it so I can sit and stand if I want to. And I got this desk. I had a wooden desk, but I got this desk because it's thin enough to where I can clamp like my microphone on, and I can clamp this monitor stand on. And this monitor stand's awesome. I can move these monitors anywhere I want to. Moving down here, just some Afterglow headphones, nothing special right there. I have the Elgato HD60 capture card there. I want the Elgato capture card Pro that goes inside the computer, but this one's working fine, so if it ain't broke, I'm not gonna fix it. You know what I mean? Inside my actual computer there, the white thing right there that says Asus is just a cover. It's actually a GTX 1070 capture card. I have an Asus motherboard. I have 16 gigabytes of Ripjaw RAM and an i7 Intel Core processor. Super heavy duty stuff. I mean, it's pretty good. I'd love to have dual PCs so I can stream from one PC and game on another. I'd probably get like a GTX Titan or something like that on the gaming PC, but this one does the job for right now, man. It's a nice computer and it's been kicking butt so far. In addition to all that stuff right there, I have the sensors for the HTC Vive. Inside my room, I have set up here the HTC Vive for virtual reality stuff, and I would love to get this going here where I could do the virtual reality in front of the green screen too. Right over here to the left of my computer, I have my HTC Vive right there with all the wiring for it, and right above it I have the controllers and stuff right there. Well guys, I think that about wraps it up. I don't really know what else to say. If you guys have any questions, throw those in the comments down below. Like I said, I'll be better about answering those for you guys. And shoot, get used to seeing this ugly face in more videos. I'm Fattymcbutrpnts. I'll see you guys next time.